The little old lady cried, "What shall I do?" It was Porky for one and Tiny for two. My nose has a tickle and there's no room to sneeze. My house is a squash and a squeeze.
"Will you walk into my parlour?" said the spider to the fly. "'Tis the prettiest little parlour that ever you did spy. The way into my parlour is up a winding stair, and I have many curious things to show you when you are there."
The next day, a man in a black suit arrived at the house carrying a briefcase, and he held a long conversation with my grandmother in the living room. I was not allowed in while he was there, but when at last he went away, my grandmother came in to me, walking very slowly and looking very sad.
One day, Duncan and his crayons were happily colouring together when a strange stack of postcards arrived for him in the mail. "Dear Duncan, not sure if you remember me. My name is Maroon Crayon."
"What are they?" asked Spotless Sam. "Only the slimiest, scariest, most horrible and frightening monsters in the whole world," said Henry. "And I know where to find one." "Where?" said Goody Gordon. "I'm not going to tell you," said Horrid Henry. "Oh, please," said Spotless Sam.
There was once a dog with a keen sense of smell. She was known far and wide as Detective Dog Nell. Sniff, 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 time after time, Nell the detective solved crime after crime. Who threw the hazelnuts down from the trees? Who took the honey away from the bees? Who did the poo on the new gravel path? How did the spider get into the bath? Sniff, 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 with a wag of the tail, Nell, the detective, was hot on the trail.
Mrs. Twit has the shrinks. As soon as Mrs. Twit sat down, Mr. Twit pointed at her and shouted, "There you are! You're sitting in your old chair and you've shrunk so much your feet aren't even touching the ground." Mrs. Twit looked down at her feet. By golly, the man was right. Her feet were not touching the ground. Mr. Twit, you see, has been just as clever with the chair as he'd been in the walking stick. Every night when he had gone downstairs and stuck a little bit extra onto the stick, he had done the same to the four legs of...
It's really lonely being a spider. I want to be a family pet. This family's pet. I know, I'll show them what a great dancer I am. None of their pets can dance like me. Look at me, watch me dance. Ah! Spider!